Just out there with Ian, and now here we are again.
Exactly, and I think sensibly the big difference I noticed immediately with this is temperature. It's just a much cooler, different dynamic sort of storm, a different angle of approach, several more days worth of nor'easter stacking water up against the coast. We're on Avenida Menendez downtown, right here on the Intracoastal Waterway, or the Matanzas River, right behind the Bridge of Lines, right behind me. We've started to see some water coming up over that seawall now. We've got water in the street along A1A. It's only a matter of time, really, here on Avenida Menendez before we start to get that ankle deep, shin deep water across the entire road. It just it's forecast, is guaranteed part of the forecast as you can get. That flooding is happening. I watched radar and the bands, as Robert was mentioning, to our south, towards Flagler County, Palm Coast, just to the south of St. Johns County. Southern St. Johns County has some very interesting bands, very interesting looking, dynamical sort of systems within it. You talk about the spin-ups possible, so I've got a very close eye on that with pretty good wind gusts happening out here downtown. Let's get across the river to a neighborhood. We of course are monitoring the business side of things, because where we are, a lot of hotels, a lot of restaurants, a lot of business sort of environment here. But neighborhood-wise, Davis Shores, Rich Donnelly there live right now with how things are looking. Hello, Rich. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lou. We're on Dolphin Drive in Davis Shores, so we've been moving around this area just a little bit this morning. The main story from our vantage point seems to be the strong wind. Yes, the rain has picked up throughout the morning. We have not yet seen area flooding due to the rise in the tide. We're right along the river now. Just beyond me is the river. It's probably about a foot or so below the level of the ground. Not yet seen any of the waves crash up over the top. Certainly that's going to be a situation that people in this area are keeping a close eye on as the morning continues and as we do get closer to high tide. For what it's worth, the wind is coming from the east and straight at us. So Lou, I'd be very curious to know if you're seeing more of a wave presence coming towards you, because the wind does seem to be pushing the water away from us. To a degree, again, there's only so much that can do. But right now, the story in Davis Shores is strong wind ahead of potential flooding. So, Lou, that's the situation here. We'll send it back over to you across the river.
Thank you, Rich. Appreciate you. Yeah, for sure getting the waves pounding the seawall here along Avenida Menendez, and also just since we tossed to Rich and came back, more and more water is ponding and pooling up against the kind of the curbs and of the highway here. So we'll wait 8:30, 9 o'clock. But even a half hour before that high tide, I'll be interested if we'll still be able to be in this spot, because it was this time during Ian, ahead of high tide, where we had water where I'd be standing up to about shin deep. So we'll watch and we'll get things back inside to you. It's things become necessary. We'll come check in from St. Augustine, guys.